Dialhex is the third game in the Bit Generation series, a simple colour matching puzzle game for the GBA. The name Dialhex describes matching 6 colour triangles to form a complete hexagon. This is done by turning groups of triangles like the dial of an old rotary telephone. At first, only 2 colours are present. After matching each colour 6 times, another colour is added, reaching 8 in total. You must keep eliminating triangles as they fall from the top of the board. If the screen fills completely, it's game over. Using simple sprite scaling, each rotation has a subtle and satisfying animation. This is easily taken for granted whilst playing, but the programming required to make this happen is pretty great stuff. Without a rotating animation, the triangles would simply snap between positions. It'd no doubt be quicker visually, but you'd lose a sense of control over each move. Watching each turn adds a sense of agency and tension, which is ultimately the addictive hook of the game. As well as the colours, there's a chance of seeing triangles emanating white or black. If you're able to include a white segment in a hexagon, all other matching triangles will swap to another colour, giving you a chance to quickly clear more space. Alternatively, black generates a hole in the base of the board below the position of the black segment. This sends your pieces pouring out and eases the pressure a lot. So satisfying. The only downside is that it sometimes eliminates the colours you need most, so you need to employ some strategy to properly position the black so it can't disrupt play more than you intended to. When it comes to holding your attention, the only place Dialhex falls down is the sound design. The music is frankly forgettable. I'd be hard pushed to hum its tunes even after hours of playtime. The turning up your hexes also sounds more like an 8-bit dog barking than the intended mechanical rotating. Though I admit I do sometimes hear the crystalline sound of each triangle dropping down as I'm trying to go to sleep. Each colour has its own tone. Anyone who's played falling blocks or tile matching puzzle games will already know if this is something they'll enjoy, but Dialhex doesn't come cheap.
Bit. 無理ですね、これ消すの。あ、なるほどね。Bit generations.
Outside of the solo mode, there's endless and head-to-head versus options. Endless is self-explanatory and features different music to solo. Unfortunately, versus can't be played from a single card, which is a real shame. Your level of addiction will decide whether or not you want additional copies. Due to its rarity, Dialhex will cost upwards of £20 more for a boxed and complete copy. So if you're someone who draws a direct line between volume of content and cost, you may be left disappointed. However, this is every bit as addictive as you'd expect. If it gets its hooks into you, hours of satisfying and addictive gameplay await.